And hashtag the new guy.
Asheron Eldigar here in recording.
All right. Well, then I would like to say officially welcome everyone to the episode 41 / season 3, episode 1 of T-Force RPG. It's a long story as we are progressing into the next chapter of what the fuck is happening in Vestralon. That will be the abridged name.
That's longer.
It's a good name.
Yeah, I know. That's the joke.
Great name.
Anyways, so where the story is going to be taking place now, as we last left off, the TFAPs
We died. Fucking died.
Holy shit! Did we die?
So much for my dramatic tension. Fuck
nope.
you, Kira.
We died.
Anyway,
people were pissed.
That much dramatic tension is how we died.
Let Lashak talk. Let him talk.
Touché. All right. Without the heroes there to foil the plot of the villains, Ladaverin, Roy, and the rest of the Cabal succeeded in their plan, usurped the power, and have become the new gods of the world, pushing out the old. With the new pantheon of deities, including names such as the god Ladaverin, Long Arrow, Robtug, Kolic, Orfeo, Zaxim, because I'm trying to remember how to pronounce that guy's last name. Anyways, Evil's Bros Inc. was involved. That's how weird shit got. Cogswell, and the self-named Godlich Costas.
We have a moment of...
Let's have a moment of silence for my poor fucking world.
I slaved over this beautiful world. What have you done?
We did exactly the same thing we did since episode 1.
Yep.
Burn shit down.
Monster, we're gonna fight it.
So,
hey, fuck you, Lich.
For the stream, here is not fully set out with topography and everything. Is the shattered new Vestralon?
Yo, there's a serpent thing in the water.
That's Ulathar.
Oh God!
No, but the one in the top. But the one in the top though has no name.
That's also Ulathar.
In the beginning and the end. In the past 85 years, with the formation of the new gods and the changing of the world, there was much chaos and disruption. Powerful, largely selfish beings with now more power than they've ever dealt with in their lives. They squabbled over land, what should be theirs, and it split the continent apart. The waves no longer protecting Vestralon from the continent over the sea.
It's like Galio ulted the planet.
Galio ulted the planet. Abso-fucking-lutely. Essentially, there's a cataclysm. The map has greatly been reshaped. There's no more the peace and stability that there was from hundreds of years of city-states existing together. Now, roads are not safe. There's a lot more travel by sea. Several cities have been broken or drowned in floods or by the gods sinking them beneath the sea. There's a lot to go into, so a lot of it will be revealed throughout the story rather than sit here and throw you through 30 minutes of exposition of everything that's happened. But we're starting the next chapter of the story with a whole new group of heroes. And maybe they'll actually be heroes this time.
We were heroes at the end of that fair.
As starting off... Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that was the sound of the world shattering.
That was the sound of the world shattering.
I need a deck
now that the stage has been set.
Also, my girlfriend dropping things while making muffins.
Which is the same thing.
It's the same thing. The world is shattered.
She's making you muffins? That's awesome.
So we should announce our new member.
Yes, there is a new member on the
guys, thanks. I feel
somebody new.
Well, I'm sorry, Kargan. You may have followed in my footsteps and had a brief life collapse and then come back. But you did it in like 2 days. So
It was a week.
It was a week. So we hadn't even finished the paperwork. It was just.
Look, if I have a moral crisis, I get shit done.
Yeah, we didn't even have time to tell the kids, Gargan.
The newest current member of our group joining us is our good friend Jado, who will be playing the role of Acheron, the wannabe dragon. And also, as I have put out there, because in the future we will be when Phil departs in the service, we will be looking to fill the shoes. So we have begun taking audition emails and types. So we put that out on Twitter. It was announced on the Slack,
Discord.
Yep. Yeah.
So if you're not a shit boy or girl and you want to play, send in some shit.
Yep, to tforcerpg@gmail.com. The only real requirements is that you have Tuesdays available around 8 p.m. Eastern time. You're familiar with 5e and the podcast, because I don't want to have to explain everything that's happened to you. Let's be real.
That'd be really weird if someone applied and we're not familiar with the story.
Right? And on top of that, just let us know a little bit about yourself and what sort of character a concept of a type of character you like to play. I don't need a full fleshed out character, just the idea of what type of, of player you are. And a small recorded audio sample.
We will take any fucking healer. I'm just saying, like,
yes, and as Switch chat points out, Micmash need not apply because I don't need to be tilted off the face of the earth.
allow the first things I do or say on this podcast to be that whoever does apply should just be prepared to pick up my slack. That would be great for me. I don't really want to have to work too hard. I'm so looking for that,
And like anyone listening on the podcast, I don't mean to speak for LeShock. That doesn't mean you have to have like our story memorized up until this point of Estrelon. Like if you're interested in the podcast and maybe you've listened for a couple episodes and you're interested, like still send that shit in. Even honestly, if you're a fuckboy, like I'd like to hear your ridiculous audio. I'll listen to all of them. I don't fucking care. I'll commit to that.
Right. I mean, Blackhawk's a fuckboy and we let him on.
I feel like Blackhawk's trying to get more inspiration for his character. Not gonna lie.
Oh, just so, you
yeah,
fucks, wait.
So
all I need to be 14 again. It's fine.
On that note, let's get into the new story here with introducing the new characters. We'll let everyone give a quick blurb about their character, what information they want to give before we get into character and into the story. Because Phil's tired of being next to me all the time on the Twitch stream, we'll start with somebody else. We'll make the new guy go first.
Hey! Yeah. All right. Well, I'm Jado, as you said, and I'll be playing the character Acheron Eldingar, who is a blue dragonborn who has come to Vesterlon from across the sea of Besmar, kind of escaping the reign of Erajay the Immortal. You might learn more about through my character. And my plans are to come over here and fix Vesterlon because everyone fucked it up. So I'm here to try to make it good, at least decent again. And
yeah,
I am in the town of Elmshire attempting to recruit the dragon Zax to basically agree to rule over Vesterlon in my stead. So,
and he's wearing his "Make Vesterlon Great Again" hat.
Always. He never takes it off. He sleeps in it.
I had to get that thing specially made for a dragonborn, so it was pretty expensive.
All right. And he, by the way, is a wizard.
Yes.
He's wizarding.
That'll be very confusing for at least the first level.
Tasty, why don't you, as the no longer the new guy, the second new guy.
He's the new guy.
I mean, you could call him a grizzled veteran since we did all die.
Yeah, so I'm going to be playing old Garrick, who isn't actually that old. He's just kind of had a shit life in the village and has been worked pretty close to the bone. He's a human ranger and is looking for some way or any way to kind of improve his lot in life.
All right. And Blackhawk, why don't you treat us to your character?
Should I do this in character voice or just
do anything?
By all means.
So I'm playing Sig. I'm a 14-year-old kid, but don't fucking count me out. I've been venturing by myself for at least 4 years.
4 days.
Maybe.
14 seconds.
But I know what I'm doing. I'm pursuing someone whose name is Lumlia. And I might be a little dyslexic. I haven't decided.
That's something you can decide.
And Sig is a human rogue.
And I am a rogue, yes. I do fucking flip tricks for fun.
But is not proficient with a skateboard and is but is proficient with Simple Plan.
All his plans are really simple, to be fair.
What's up?
Tira, why don't you tell us about the new character?
I am playing an elf paladin named Basvidal. And basically, like, my character was born right around when everything started, well, right after shit kind of hit the fan. And I grew up with witnessing a lot of bad stuff. But basically, from where I'm from, I have heard stories of heroes, some of which you might know from our previous campaign. And I have taken it upon myself to kind of travel around and fix what's going on, though in a potentially less selfish way than my friend Asheron, or soon to be friend Asheron.
All right. And Kargan, what you got for us, buddy?
Thank you, Pocket Backstory. Hello, I am Olivier. I am a fighter from parts unknown. Why am I here again? I am a well-practiced medical person. I help people like you. I help the wounded. Not with the use of magic, mind you, but with regular herbalism and bandages and such.
All right.
Dr. Olivier.
Oh, Dr. Olivier, the human fighter.
Yes.
All right. Then that leaves us with
P-Hill.
last but not least.
Yay, I didn't go first.
Thank God.
No, so I will be playing a lizard folk named Balaser, or in the common tongue, Bones. He is a blue-scaled individual where he grew up in a very small lizard folk society, basically green-scaled, and he was basically chosen to become the shaman of the group. With some aid with his mentor Mountain, he was training in Wada Wada, but one day his shaman headmaster left, and now it is his duty to try to find her wherever she might be, and I am going to be joining this party to try to search for her. And I'm playing a cleric.
Yeah. All right. So that will be the new party of adventurers. The newest form of T-fappery, if you will.
Hey, we don't have a real name yet.
No.
It might change.
Oh. Yeah.
It might be the T-Fox. Who knows?
It almost certainly will be.
We evolved.
Fuck it, I love it.
So now that we have the players, the cast announced, let's set the stage. It is a nice, warm spring day in Elmshire. There's clouds, but nothing excessive. It's nice, cool breeze on a warm day, like any other. Elmshire's a small, kind of isolated little village. Only small population, about 40 people. Nearby tribe of lizard folk they have a good understanding with. Relative safety by the fact that, unlike most places around, they are nestled into a corner on their little island and have a dragon that lives nearby. Goes by the name of Zax for short. His full name is really long, and he was friends with with one of the original founders of Elmshire, a man by the name of Garrett Lee. His descendant is the current lord over the town, a man by the name of Sarant Lee, because names.
Wow, they went down a few letters for that. Okay.
Yeah, really. Yeah, they
Is that
swapped
with a
out
T or an S? Saren Tweet, T or an S?
S. Saren.
I'm sorry, S or C.
If you look in the New World notes, you'll actually see that it's already in there.
Mm-hmm. Tell you that I thought it was Sarah Lee, and I was like super excited that we had baked goods.
And you know, on this day, like any other, we open up the scene with picture a kind of grizzled, middle-aged man, name of Old Garrick, traveling from his fairly modest home on the outskirts of town where he works off wood. Currently bringing back latest shipment of things that he was making for some people. He's coming to deliver a chair that he made, heading into the town proper. As the tavern slash church, the church to the God Cogswell, which puts brewing and business deals and all that above everything else. And there was a bar fight, and one of the chairs was broken, so Garrick was commissioned to make one. Garrick's coming into town this day, wakes up normal routine to bring the chair. As you know, Tasty, you begin passing through, seeing the same old, you know, every day is just like the one before in this small provincial town. You know, there's the baker with his bread like always. Anyways, enough. I think I just killed Black Hawk. He is literally having a seizure right now.
No.
So
some things never change, Black Hawk. They're not.
Jokes never change. Anyways, as you're walking back into town there, waving at a few people you recognize, you see hanging out kind of by one of the corners, you recognize Asheron. The visitor's been in town for the dragon-looking person that's been in town for a few months now. He's been friendly, amiable. You know him. He's hanging out with with the blue-scaled lizard man that you know as Bones. They're kind of just, well, I don't know exactly what they do in the middle of the day, but they're doing it.
Sunning themselves. They're cold-blooded.
Sunning themselves.
Please make that canon.
Not too far off. You see that new in town by just a few days. The young whippersnapper that you know called by the name of Sig. Yeah, every once in a while he seems to be dropping a question here or there around town as if he's looking for someone, but not trying to keep on down low. You just kind of roll your eyes and youth. And as you come back there and you drop off the chair and they thank you and everything, and you're walking out. You see coming into town from the north, so you see two other figures approaching. Don't look at all recognizable for you. They're actually wearing like armor, weapons, cloaks, adventurers. Chira, Kargan. As you are.
Hey, call us by our fucking character names, sir.
All right, I'm sorry. Olivier and Pasvidal.
It's Olivier.
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 All right, Lumiere. No.
Whoa.
You can just call me boss, baby. Come on.
Olivier. Boss!
As Cheers rolling in town, the song not yet created Big Papa floats on.
They call me Boss V.
Bossy V, baby.
Oh God. So you kind of stop and like, man, another set of newcomers. That's, it's been the talk of the town of having Asheron around for a few months, and then Sig shows up, like, and now two new people. One of them looking from this, both kind of lith individuals. One appearing to be an elf. As Olivier and Boss Vidal, you arrive into the first town that you found since you've been wandering since Boss, you both got off of your respective ships elsewhere. Took a wrong turn to Albuquerque somewhere. You understood that the large major city of Ossium Hastum isn't far from here, but you don't know exactly where. And you find yourselves here walking into town with, of course, everyone kind of staring at you.
I told you we were going the wrong way, but no, you wanted to go this way.
Hey, sir, I do not quite understand why the ship chose to drop us off where it did. But, I mean, we're close to a tavern, right? You want a drink?
I suppose if that's all you want to do, very well.
So we set off for a tavern.
You recognize, you know, a nice large stone building, the Church and Tavern of Cogs. Sunday services followed by drinking.
The Church and Tavern of Cogs.
Yes, it is both a church, tavern, and inn.
All right.
It is the financial epicenter of
the one-stop shop, baby.
Yeah, it is. Is there a gift shop? Like
Yes, yes, there is. There is a gift shop. Little Cogs action figures.
I'm surprised they don't sell tombstones here as well.
You all right there, Tasty?
Here's my 6 constitution coming through.
Yeah.
You actually like 44, but you look 70. Is that what's going on here?
42, but he probably looks like in his mid to late 50s.
You have like really bad gout and just really struggling.
Oh. As you're there out front, a man is rolling a barrel in his kind of priestly robes. Looks up from you and says, "Whoa, welcome, stranger. Name's Brewer Hawthorne." And he extends his shake your hands. I guess from the looks of it, you'll be needing a place to get a drink, bite to eat, and maybe a bed. Hmm?
That sounds perfect, sir.
Indeed.
Well, come on in, come on in. The first customers of the day.
What time is it?
Yeah, what time is it?
It's about midday.
Okay.
Oh, I was worried about that.
I want to head over to Balthasar and Asheron.
So, scaly folk, you're kind of hanging out, sunning yourselves a bit. Asheron, you're... Oh my god, you two are pinky in the brain.
And it hits.
It just dawned on me.
Yarf.
It just dawned on me. You're trying to take over the world.
For good.
For good.
I want to take over the world to fix it.
And old Garrick, the local woodworker, approaches you two.
Not a greeting. Bones.
Hello, Garrick. How are you?
Bones, have you heard anything about newcomers? Seems in the past few days.
You mean that little one?
And the other two.
There are other two?
I point towards the inn, where I think Olivier and Olivier and Masvidal.
Like Laurence Olivier. Come on, man.
Balazar does not know of any newcomers around here. Why do you say so, Woody?
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
In which, as you're like looking at me, you can tell that I stand at like a tall 6'8", lean, athletic build. You see that he has thick blue scales, as I said before, with a lighter belly on his midsection. he has this large singular brown frill that goes down from his head all the way down to his back. You see that all across his body he has different types of various bones on him. One in particular that he loves a lot is his bear cape that he has. And on the shoulder is the head of it that is staring directly into your eyes. Apart from that, he has a very emotionless face, just looking at you very curiously.
And I feel like he never bathes. Like he's never bathed one time.
Yeah.
I don't want to feed into the
because-
pinky and the brain analogy, but the Bones is definitely taller than me, so.
I mean, he's definitely taller than me. Garrick stands about 5'5" on a good day. He tends to slouch a little bit.
What the hell is wrong with you?
He's had a pretty stressful life, so he's aging quickly, and he's probably been malnourished for much of his life as well. So he hasn't grown as much as he could.
Translation: 6 Constitution, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting that factoid.
Mhm.
How much health do you have?
8. I have as much as our wizard. I have as much as our wizard.
Oh, Jesus.
So you're just being towered over in this conversation because Asheron
Oh, yeah.
is 6'6", which is pretty short for a Dragonborn, but nobody else knows that, and Asheron does not back on very often. So, well, Garrick, I told certainly this, but I suppose it's only a matter of time before my presence was known here, and it was attracting others to come. I haven't talked to these men, but I'm sure they're here because of me and interested in finding out about the Dragonborn in town.
It's like we took Venris and split him in 2. We have the simple side and the overly confident side, and everything's about him.
I thought we escaped this. I thought we got away.
We'll never escape this. And then we took like the young person of Venris and we made 6. Like that was
So you're saying that you divided and created the Trinity of Venris?
yes. The Trinity of
together they
Venris.
form the composite
Ignorance,
that is
youth,
Venris.
and overconfidence.
Well,
The two of you can just like fusion haw into Venris. You're not aware of this yet, but
Yeah, that's not until at least level 6.
Oh my god.
Bones, if you need to talk about any relations with the tribe, let me know. I'm gonna walk through town, see if anyone else needs anything.
Let them know if they need good old Balaser or the Chosen One over here. We will be of assistance.
God, he's literally the chosen one. Jesus.
I'll certainly be back in the inn a little bit later to continue my work. Also, just wanted to thank you for that desk that you made me. It was a fine piece and really brought the office together. It's nice not having to do my best on my work on a leftover bar stool. So, excellent work, Eric.
Let me know if you need anything more. Work's appreciated.
Balthar, give me a nature roll.
Yes, I would love to.
Oh.
11.
What a creepy lizard man.
Wait, how high did you roll to get the 11?
Wait, never mind. 21. Sorry.
What?
The fuck?
I saw an 11, but it's actually a 16. My bad. I'm not that smart.
How do you fuck that up?
Do not question me.
Guys, he's really getting into character.
He really is.
I have
Oh,
intelligence
God.
before, ladies and gentlemen.
he didn't squint. He had to squint to see it.
Okay, Okay.
So what was it?
So as you're talking, you kind of taste the air, and if you're, I love the acting. Those of you who podcasting can't see this yet, Phil is squirming his head and flicking his tongue out to the air a little bit.
He is the embodiment of the snake boy that he.
Even though it looks like nice right now, you think it tastes like it's going to rain. The breeze is going to pick up, and Ulafar is going to bless you all with a boisterous storm of grand thunder and rain to, celebrate and announce his presence to the world.
not gonna say it.
Do it! Do it!
It appears that Ulathar is going to take his feces upon us.
Sig, you hear this because you're nearby.
Obviously. Whatever do you mean, Bones? That's quite an expression.
It's going to sprinkle his essence onto this world.
I think for a second.
Do you not feel it, Chosen One?
Are you saying it's going to rain?
It is going to hail his body parts upon us.
Alright. So,
Holy shit!
that's
You know what? Phil, you did it. I hate this character more than I hate. We didn't even fucking go 20 minutes, and
Your characters haven't even met.
I know.
Oh.
it's actually been dry for quite a spell. Ulathar's blessing will be much appreciated, I suppose.
Do you believe it might be because of these two coming along? Shall we ask?
I think we should head to the town and figure out what they're head to the tavern, see what they're all about.
You're following them, aren't you? I just saw the stealth roll, and I just knew. So Balsar and so Bones and Acheron start heading towards the tavern in church as well.
The Holy Tavern.
The Holy Tavern.
The Holy Tabernacle.
The Holy Tabernacle.
Cogswell the Great.
Oh. Garrick, are you going with them?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and see if maybe there's something else was broken while I was working during the week.
Okay. So the three of you walk into the Church of Cogs. And there is a grand stained glass window depicting the supposed likeness of the god, holding in one hand a foaming mug, and in the other hand a giant bag of money.
I love this. Oh.
Great. This hurts me a little bit every time I say it. For
I
the
see his
record.
fucking smug face too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yes, the Gargan's got it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm actually a big fan of this Cogswell fellow.
I feel like it's too good to look at the camera.
Anyways, and none of you notice the because really your passive perceptions aren't high enough to notice the
Hey man, I got a 13 passive
What would
perception.
be? I have a
What's
19
passive perception?
How do you have a 19 passive perception?
Because I have the observant feat again. Remember?
I told you
But-
not to take feats.
But
Remember?
for the variant human. But I'll change that then.
Yeah.
No worries.
Cheetah!
So that's okay. That was one of those preceded the other. So, anyways,
Cheetah!
Hey, at least he can fix a stat now. So.
I have a
Wait,
7 constitution.
Yeah, I was about to say. He's already. It's been 35 minutes, and he's already making gains.
Chopped up the liver.
hashtag gains. It's all the essence of scaly folk he's inhaling. Invigorating.
I mean, he's breathed in a whole lot of the blessing of Ulthar.
Was that just Bones farting? So
Same thing.
Olivier and Boss Vidal, you've come in. The Brewer Hawthorne showed you in, got you a seat, got you each instantly some.
Do they have like a bounty board up at all in here?
They have a notice board. Yeah.
All right, I want to check that out. Like as we're kind of being seated.
Boss, can we not eat first? I'm starving.
Go on and get a seat. I'll be right there.
Very well.
The notice board is mostly filled with flyers saying things of the church advertising for other nights that it's trying to do things, but it's a really small community. So you don't see any instant like, help wanted or bounties. What you do see actually up on the board is is the bounty showing the picture, the sketch image of a short-haired female human youth. It says, "Have you seen this person? Lord Tothiel Shaderunner is paying good gold for any who can provide information for the whereabouts of this individual. Known as Lumalia Thura, aliases Tabitha, Lumals, and Stabby, often spotted around pastries and turtles."
I look at my shield.
All right, once I see that, I'll go sit down.
So as you're sitting down, he's bringing you guys some of the house ales, the sacramental ale.
That's righteous holy water for you.
The door opens behind you guys just a few minutes as you're getting settled in, and walks a very odd crew. To a very large, like 6'8" lizard man with a turtle shell shield and a bear skin cape with the bear head on its shoulder, gazing into your soul seductively. A dragonborn just under his height, very well dressed and kind of pomp looking, and a kind of really short, old, middle-aged looking human, looks real kind of beat up. Like that guy you see coming on taking public transit at the end of the workday at 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And sneaking in behind him as they walk in and start heading towards you, you see this little spindly youth just kind of pop in and duck over behind something.
So pass it.
Oh my God. Is he doing that? Are you doing the
Yes.
He's stealthily humming kind of Mission Possible.
So
like just dun,
you're pulling a crunk.
Yeah,
yeah, he's cronking it.
He's crocking right now. That's who you are.
And you guys see the newcomers. I'm not sure if you'd like to go ahead and describe how you look.
Go for it, Olivier.
Oh, me? Oh, apologies.
The other French-sounding name.
I thought they were going to explain themselves a second time. Sorry. Olivier is a pretty. I would say it's more. He's got a petite build because he's not really necessarily all that muscular, but definitely you can tell there's lean muscle on his arms and all that other stuff. His armor is to be determined because I don't fucking know. Definitely kind of carries an area of confidence yet curiosity, and his hair is sort of like a lighter brown. You really can't tell how long it is because it's in this man bun.
And he's super pretty. Very pretty.
Hey, please stop, narrator. You do too much.
Oh my God, are you just going to break the fourth wall whenever I call?
Oh, please, that'd be so good. You're his inner voice. That's wonderful.
I'm not going to lie, LeShock, the other character that I had in mind was going to do that too. So.
Oh, God.
Perfect.
Hey, narrator, you stop in my head.
Oh, the fucking character, though.
Oh, God.
I didn't realize.
Don't even tell me what I see.
There's still time to change. There's still time.
Split personality. Do both.
We can cut this audio.
First session TPK.
You know what? I don't need that. I really don't need that. I'm still coping. Yeah.
All right, fine. Y'all got your wish. Nope. He's still Olivier, but he's Olivier.
Oh God, is this really happening? You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
No, this voice is a lot easier to pull off. Not gonna lie.
And it's okay. So how does Boss Vidal look?
I'm tall. I got flame red hair. I'm a beautiful, beautiful young elf boy, even though I'm 86 years old because elves stay young forever.
Ever young.
Forever young. Other than that, I basically seem to be in a pretty constant state of joviality. I'm a happy fella. What's that supposed to be? You old man.
Are you two sitting
Actually
on
jovial.
the same side of the table as each other, or the opposite sides of the
I
table?
mean, we'd be sitting on opposite sides of each.
Yeah, it's a small 2-person table.
I don't have my hand on his lap or anything. This isn't gonna get weird.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna.
We haven't known each other that long.
So yeah, you know, the locals come in and
I'm gonna walk up directly behind Boss Vidal and just plant both my hands on his shoulders and kind of give him a light shake. Be like,
I just turn around. Hello, sir. Can I help you?
Hi, I am Asheron Eldingar. I thought I'd come over and introduce myself since I heard you two were looking for me.
By grabbing his shoulders, what?
I just kind of like
Yeah.
wipe his hands off my shoulders, like
I just sit down next to you.
All right. Us looking for you. This is news to me. Where did you hear this from?
Oh, well, surely that's why you're here in Elmshire.
Are you the 2 for 2 appetizer? Because I'm starving.
Garrick, because this is just instantly what I thought. Garrick, you noticed that right when Asheron pulled up a seat to sit down, without even being subconsciously aware of it, Asheron grabbed the finest, newest looking chair, aka the one that you just made. Because
I kind of wince a little bit because he's not exactly a light individual.
it's just the natural thing. Asheron grabs the finer thing that he can.
Do I passively perceive that?
He's the only one that knows it's a new chair.
Oh.
Garrett has advantage on chair checks.
He made the chair. He literally made the chair.
Well, you're hungry, you say. It is much like Hawthorne to serve alcohol for about 2 or 3 courses before he ever brings out the food, but we can usually hurry him along if you're actually hungry. Hawthorne! Hawthorne!
Yes, Master Asheron.
Can we get these fine gentlemen something to eat along with their drinks?
The eggs are cooking as quick as they can.
Oh, all right. Well, faster would be appreciated. However you can do that.
Certainly, I'll just burn them.
There you go, guys.
Please don't burn my eggs. I very much prefer them over easy, please. Thank you.
It's okay. Hawthorne's a terrible cook anyway.
I heard that.
I chuckle loudly.
I look over and try to find where Sig is at, and I just whisper into his ear, "Little hatchling one."
You saw him?
Do I?
No.
No?
You didn't see
he's
shit.
fucking behind you guys. The only reason that Olivia and Bass also is because literally he entered into their side. He was not hiding from them. He was hiding from you.
Where is that little one? As I just like start going under the tables and look for it.
I'm gonna go to the back towards where
You're like a
Hawthorne is
tavern shark.
Bones just looks like crawling on the floor, looking under tables.
I wince. Oh, actually, I actually point him like towards some of the weaker tables. Actually, thought I saw something over there, Bones. And I want to go to the back and kind of rap on the bar, so Hawthorne can hear me.
He looks over his shoulder as he's by, a cooking eggs. Yes, Garrick.
Anything else I can fix for you while I'm in town?
Let me fizz through here and see what I can't find. I'm sure there's something.
A nod, and then pull up kind of head back to the group, kind of pull up a chair alongside everyone. Kind of nod towards a boss, Olivier, and just kind of like sit and watch Bones with my arms folded.
Yes.
So you're sitting there watching all of them sit at the table, not even really paying attention, when suddenly on all fours, crawling out from underneath the table that he barely fits under, Bones like rounds the pillar that you are hiding behind and watching them, and his snout is like at your kneecap looking up at you.
I see him and leap and grab the pillar that I'm hiding behind.
Give me an athletics roll. So you just kind of like hop off your feet and hug the pillar. Like, didn't get really high off the ground or anything.
I just kind of whisper, "Hello."
You are good at heighting, are you not?
I mean, I thought
Clearly not, because you found him.
I thought I was doing a good job.
You still have much to learn, but I have a mission for you, hatchling.
You look kind of homeless. Do you have any money?
Money. I throw him just a fish. This is what I offer for payment.
Where'd that fish come from?
Oh man, he's offering lunch.
I nudge Olivier. Where did that fish come from?
I honestly have no idea, but if he's serving lunch for a mission, I'll take it.
I lean over towards Olivier and Boss. They judge things based on how well you can use it. So money, not much worth. The axe, very useful.
So what's fish ranking between the things of coin and axe? Is it a base table?
I learned.
Is the fish alive or dead?
Oh, it's
because
dead,
I believe both.
And it's rotten.
Okay.
Oh no!
So all of you are met with the smell of rotten fish filling the room.
That actually,
Oh, Balasar, what did I tell you about bringing rotten fish into here?
Better than the rotten eggs you ain't made us yet.
Completely,
Get to it.
completely ignoring the bartender. I task you, hatchling, to discover who those individuals are. Do that and you'll be rewarded with more fish.
Can we hear this?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
But I'm guessing you don't see who he's talking to, so it just looks like he's talking at a pillar.
You're on a pillar, numbnut.
You're not
really good at hiding.
What they see now is these arms wrapped around the pillar, so they can tell there's someone on the other side of the pillar. They just don't see who it is yet.
We saw you walk in. Oh God.
Bones, is that Sig over there?
He is no one but everyone, as I walk away.
I just kind of give like a knowing look to the newcomers, like Olivier and Boss, like, yeah, that's Bones. Sig, my boy.
and
I
he's
kind
an
of
easy
slide
one
the
to deal
like
with.
3 feet down the pole and like kind of adjust myself and like kick the dead fish away. I wasn't trying to interrupt you guys or anything. Hey, I'm Sig. Nice to meet you, I guess.
Okay.
Have a seat. We're about to have lunch.
Are you the guy that's gonna bring us the food? Because if not, we have this conversation's done.
I mean, I have money, but I'm not
Have a
really
seat.
sure.
Okay,
about
well,
that
go
food.
get the food then. I guess. I don't know.
Have a seat, Sig. We're about to have lunch.
I was about to say, come,
nice.
young man, sit down. Share a drink or whatever.
You don't
it is
even
that-
look a day past 12. You gonna give him a beer? That's irresponsible.
Look, I've been through more than most people have.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Tell me about all these fucking Coldplay albums you got.
Oh my god!
Nobody knows what it's like to be like me.
Young Sig's actually quite the good storyteller. I don't know if I believe everything that he says he's done, but the stories are entertaining at least.
Well, if that's the case, then tell us a story.
Ironic coming from you, Asheron.
Oh, the old man's got some jokes. I like this.
They're not stories, it's true. I kind of had to kill a man to get here. Yeah, he tried to steal my shit, so I just fucking stabbed him.
Shaked him.
It's not really a story. He was just
Clearly, it wasn't your virginity.
I am so inspired by fucking Kargan's voice. Inspired.
Oh god, these new characters are all amazing.
And
so
dig.
you guys then proceed to kind of pass the time eating, talking, getting to know each other a little bit. The tension's broken very quick. Yeah, as eggs and bacon and ham, bread and more ale gets brought out.
It's mid-afternoon. Why are we getting lunch? Is this some sort of brunch deal that's going on?
Hawthorne only knows how to really make one thing, and that's breakfast food. But the good news is, and I pick up a strip of the bacon, you can't really ruin bacon.
And biscuits with gravy. You'll notice that the Church of Cogs only sells hangover food.
How appropriate.
All right. There's a theme here. I don't know if I like it, but there's a theme.
So you guys pass on, you have food, which is actually pretty good, if not a little heavy and greasy. You get a little bit of knowing one another. There's some general camaraderie sort of forming, little jabs here and there. And a bit in the afternoon just kind of seems to ease by without even really thinking, as most of you didn't really have anything to do today.
Paint my head and nails, grab a dress, stuff like that. Don't worry about it.
Well, at this point, you've been there probably nearing 2 hours at this point. I mean, good conversation. The drinks keep flowing.
At one point around the hour mark, because Hawthorne is taking too long, I go up to my room for about 10 minutes and then come down with an unseen servant that I have running errands for us for the rest of the afternoon, fetching more drinks and clearing our plates.
Of course you do. You ritual cast unseen servant.
Yeah.
I do want to ask Boss if he's seen, and I pull out my little folded up kind of crummy paper, Lumlia thura. I look at him.
Public education.
She seems to be a person of interest, and I've been hired directly to find her. Problem is, I've never seen her before.
Know anything about her?
I glance back when he says that at the notice on the wall of the tavern to find Amalia. This is the same that he has, but less crumpled. I'm not gonna say anything though.
Thank you. The only thing that I've been able to find out so far is that she might be kind of crazy, and gray looking.
What?
I know, it wasn't really helpful. And I kind of lean into the two gentlemen and I say, to be honest with you, nobody in this town is really that bright.
So at this moment, there is a sudden crash as a large, heavy wooden branch comes crashing through the large stained glass window of Cogs. And smashes down onto the floor.
Can I do a nature check to find out what kind of tree it is?
Yes, you can. He just wants to roll dice for the first
I really,
time.
really badly want to roll dice.
Yeah, that's a birch, motherfucker.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah, that's a birch.
Roll the birch this time of day.
And instant on that is suddenly, you're in a pretty firm stone building. You're not aware of it. There's a howling wind and rain just starts pouring in through this broken window as shards of glass are now being blown across the room as a torrent of a storm has seemingly just rolled in while you guys were sitting there.
Ulathar, he's here.
What the fuck's an Ulathar?
Apparently it shits from the sky.
Ulathar is kind of a god to the lizard folk.
He is your god as well.
He is the god according to the lizard folk.
Who would want to follow a shit lord?
As it's now like leaves and bits of randomness is blowing in through the large stained glass window, as well as the scraps of glass and the Hawthorne's like, oh god, immediately starts running to grab like a large tarp or something to try and cover the hole.
I go to help them.
Yeah, I order the unseen servant to start doing cleaning work. Like basically like get the branch and pull it off to the side, try to sweep up the glass as best he can, so as not to like let anybody get hurt. So
and at this point, he's like, one of you go ring the bell. We need to let everyone know that coming. If it's just this bad of a storm, everyone needs to come to sanctuary and safety in the cellar.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Yes, everyone. This is the most sturdy building around.
Sig, do you know where the bell is located?
It's literally on the top of the church. Like it wouldn't be hard to find.
Wait. It's.
I ask him anyway.
I'll just head.
Oh right,
just going in the right direction.
Okay. I turn around and look, and Sig's not there. So all right.
I'll just head toward the bell if he motions me where it's at.
I thought it was outside. I thought it was outside. I got real confused. All right, yeah, upstairs. That's fine.
I'll bring the thing with the tarp.
Okay. So you, the unseen servant, and Hawthorne start bringing up and fixing the tarp to cover the window, and keep everything else from coming in, while Olivier and Boss Vidal run up to the bell tower section of the church. There's a rope there, very easy to find, navigate. Start ringing the bell. Burn, burn, burn. Water is coming in and dripping down this bell tower, and you guys are getting soaked ringing this bell. And you hear loud crashes of thunder and strong howling winds. By the moment that you are here,
do we see anything out in the storm?
You're not on top of the bell tower. You're at the bottom of it, pulling the rope. You could go up to the top if you wanted. There are stairs going up. If you wanted to go up and get advantage look, you could go up there.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
That's dangerous.
You start heading up this now, like with the wind. It's like
I just turn around. Who's Chira?
Boss, will you give me a acrobatics roll as you're going up?
I would fucking love to do acrobatics.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you make it up. You maintain your balance going, running up these steps that are quickly get with now. Like at this point, the water's kind of like running down the stairs. So it's like walking up steps that's also a stream. And you get to the top and you're sitting there. The bell is now probably a good like just 10 feet above your head. It is ringing.
I bet it's loud as fuck.
Yeah.
Did you want me to stop ringing?
You can't
stop ringing the bell.
You can't hear him. So give me a Constitution saving throw, boss.
You at? There you are.
Oh no, you maintain your hearing.
The boy.
Oh, good.
You're like, and kind of hold your ears, and you start to look around. Give me a perception roll.
God, I get to roll so much. This is my dream. Roll 20 let me down when it matters, though, with that 9.
But it's like you look at, you can't see more than probably like ducking your head up there. You can't see more than like 15, maybe 20 feet away from the tower because the rain is just so thick and strong and pouring. The wind is buffing you. You're kind of having to hold on to the ledge for a grip. This isn't just a storm. Give me a nature roll.
Okay. And I'm going to do something else after that nature well.
I'm going to do something after he finishes that.
That's a 10 for nature.
Yeah, this is a really bad storm.
Okay. If that's the case, I am going to use my spell Divine Sense to see if there's any evil afoot.
You can't find any
within 60
feet of you. No, you cannot find any evil within 60 feet of you.
Might be the
Fuck
bell.
me.
How
Don't
far
check the bell.
is it from my house to the town center where the Church Tavern Inn is?
I mean, it's like
2-minute
miles.
walk. Okay,
like somewhere between like a mile and 2 away. You know, not crazy far, but definitely not part of the town proper.
15-minute walk. I want to look around and find see whoever I can see. And ask. I'm gonna need some help. There's some things in my house that I want to make sure we can get in here at least.
So that's Balasar and Sig and Acheron are around to hear that. That's Livia and Boss.
You intend to track back out into the storm, all the way out to the outskirts and back?
It's important enough, yes. If you don't want to come, I understand. And I just start going to the door and walking.
I will aid you in this, Woody.
At this point,
hold up. I get up to go as
Come,
well.
chosen one. We will leave the elderly.
That was so dramatic for something.
I didn't think that. Yeah, my bad.
At this point, Hawthorne kind of comes up there next to you, Olivier, and stinks and takes over with
I head
with
down
a
the stairs
small,
too
like,
before I die.
like 13-year-old youth beside me, grabs him and says, "All right, now, Paige, just keep ringing the bell, okay?" The scared little, like 12-year-old girl nods and starts, take over ringing the bell. As Balsvidal comes down, slowly uncovering his ears.
You okay?
Boss,
I've been through worse.
Boss Olivier,
Yeah.
could you come outside and just help lead some people inside? I want to make sure that everyone gets in here as fast as possible.
All right, I'll throw on my
course.
hoodie. I don't like getting wet.
Sig, what are you doing in all this? I know you ducked away.
Yeah, I flipped over and behind the bar to get away from being noticed by Acheron.
I love it. I love it.
I've kind of been backed up against the bar this whole time. I'll come out and around and I'll watch and see what people are doing. If Olivier and Boss are going outside, I'll follow behind whichever is behind the two of them and start to help herding people in.
Okay.
I grab him by the collar and say, "This isn't Silent Scope, dumbass. We gotta go."
This is perfect. Everything I've ever wanted.
So then the group of you goes out to ford into the storm. As you just even start to slightly open the door. Who's opening the door to go outside?
I'll open it. Fuck.
All right.
I'll
As you
try
start
to help
open
you,
it,
but
give me a strength roll.
can I try to aid him in this?
I mean, he's just opening the door. You don't notice anything at first.
So
Okay.
14.
So as you go to put, open the door, like instantly, the wind just comes in intense and strong, howling gale, and you just have to and steady yourself and grip the door to keep it from flying back directly into your face. As there is drench of rain and a loud crash of lightning and thunder just fills the sky. And in that brief flash of moment, all of you give me a perception check. Oh, snap.
Man, my perception is shit.
Hey, mine too.
So,
That's a
Wow.
7 video.
Not my strongest.
so Olivier, you see as the light flashes and you're like looking out around there that directly across the way from the center quote unquote town square, there was a merchant that had a wagon and you saw him in, and you see that wagon is completely flipped over, and you just see a pair of legs sticking out from underneath it.
Oh, bears, follow me! I see someone hurt.
And at that moment, we're going to go ahead and take a short break as we're hitting the hour mark to clip the audio and everything.
Nice.
Short break.
Yeah, a short break. Deal with it, motherfucker.
I'll crossbow you.
Audio.
Actually, I would believe that you would.
What are we calling this episode?
Season 3, baby.
I'm just been entitling him like
Season 3 now with 300% more voice.
I'm just gonna name it like file name boss episode 1.
I'm doing 3.1. So.
I'll say I'm still just labeling it as 41 because.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys do the exports right now, or do you save and then export later?
Whichever works, as long as you have the audio file.
I'm not kidding, Kargan. Like as soon as you started doing that, I was almost like, well, fuck it. If you're gonna do that, I'm just gonna roll right into this. I still think I should. I really
you have time.
Do it. Yeah, I mean, this is the first session. You're figuring out what voice actually sticks and fits and what.
I lost the first part of my deep voice, and now I just have a deep voice.
Keep up a happy personality talking like this as compared to the other one, because it's just a natural part of this one.
Yeah,
it's just perfect.
I practiced this for a couple of weeks. I was really excited for it.
It was pretty sweet. All right, back in a sec.
All right. Yep, be right back.
I was so inspired, Kargan.
I love this voice.
It's so good.
Fuck. I forgot I have to re-download my MP3 encoding software for Audacity.
Yeah, I did all that.
I just used
jumped on at
iTunes to convert that shit.
Yeah, that'll work too.
I'm gonna go drink. I'll right back.
I gotta piss.
All right, cool. I got a peony. Burps.
Bitch, Leftino, I am their healer for this campaign. Don't you dare take my one thing I have going for myself right now.
What's that?
Being a healer.
I mean, that's part of the reason why I decided to go ranger instead of fighter, so that I can have some small healing ability.
What bitrate do you export at?
For what?
Like
for the MP3, like which bitrate or quality level? Standard, extreme.
If extreme, if your computer can handle it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but yeah, that's why I chose ranger, and the spells I'm going to be taking are cure wounds and hunter's mark, because every ranger needs hunter's mark.
I accidentally, the first time my sister ever played D&D, she made a ranger with my help, and I forgot about hunter's mark. And I was just like, I don't feel like you're doing as much damage as a ranger should be. That's because she didn't have hunter's mark.
I mean, a pretty cool thing that I'm using the Monster Slayer, or I'm going to be using the Monster Slayer Ranger archetype, which is one of the new ones, and they get another P6 on top of that stuff, but it's only once around, but still.
Yeah.
I just realized what song I have to sing at some point in my life. My secret, not yours. Suck it.
I mean, my secret's probably going to be revealed by the end of this first session. Secret, quote unquote.
No, there was a song that just popped into my head that is incredibly adequate due to the situation and the characters, and it's going to be great. It's probably going to be on add-on at the end of one of these episodes. Oh,
also,
God.
are we all just rolling in Roll20 from now on?
My dice box is like tucked away at the moment, and I was too lazy to get it.
Yeah.
So.
I just didn't know, and I don't want to be the only person rolling with.
I'm going to go back. No, Phil's rolling too.
Are you?
I guess.
So far, it's been half and half.
Oh, well. Thanks, Bones.
I dislike Roll20 for my rolls. So.
My very first roll, I screwed up, and I realized I thought I was proficient. But I actually have a -3 in nature checks, so I have to remember that from now on.
Yeah, because your intelligence is nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
You take it in the shorts on everything.
I mean, you have low intelligence. I have low constitution. I think we're the only two people with negative things.
Yeah. I had to take the bitch way out, okay? Makes you feel much better. I got to put like serious points in the decks.
Then you'll have plenty of stats to do
you're
it
gonna
with.
have like full
that's
decks
right.
by
I'm a
level
fighter.
8.
Jesus.
Yeah, so by level 8, you're gonna have 20 decks because of how the stats break.
Also, Muffin.
I literally.
There's
if
no
I
tumor
don't
on
even,
this one.
That
I
was a
don't even
loaf
out,
of bread.
Yeah, and there's still no tumor on the small ones.
if I don't even out all these odd stats, I'm going to go insane. Everything's odd.
Yeah. No, I thought LeShock when you said we're not doing feats, you meant that we're not taking feats at levels. But since you said I could do the very human, I was like, all right.
Wait, are we not doing feats at levels either?
No, LeShock's gonna give them out as he sees fit.
Okay.
You'll like earn them for high RP, cool character moments.
Doing heroic things, essentially.
Which means that you will probably get more of them this way without having to trade out the stats.
LeShock, I actually wanted to pass something by you just because it makes sense character-wise, but can I have Druidic as one of my languages?
I'm okay with that.
All right, sweet.
Now
I just got to pick a fourth language.
What languages do you have?
Wait, do I get Elvish, Druidic, and another one?
Do I get more languages because I'm super smart? Or is that not in fifth? Okay.
No.
I'm just
If
checking.
only.
I don't know.
I get one. I get a couple for being an elf, and then I get a bonus one for backstory.
Oh.
For background.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what my backstory is yet. So,
Phil, with your intelligence, you've forgotten languages?
No, I don't know how to read. I don't know how to even speak that well. I love it.
I mean, part of my character is I'm assuming that I barely know how to read because that just wasn't part of what was important.
All right.
He learned his entire language
Give
based
me
off like
one second. I'm just checking my audio to make sure it actually recorded.
I'm loving the new characters, by the way.
They're so
all
good.
Spectacular.
They're so good.
Yeah, definitely not as awkward as our first session.
Like, I feel great when I say I feel like the lamest character so far. This is beautiful.
I'm a paladin with red hair. Look at me, bro.
I also I don't want to choose up. I think these guys will actually all work together and
honestly, I am more excited for that than any.
It's true.
So don't fuck me, boys. Don't fuck me.
All right. Well, all I came back to
I'll
was
fucking like goddamn well, please, boy.
I mean, actually, we're gonna have once all of us. Well, once I get spellcasting and once you get spellcasting, we're gonna have 3 people who can heal.
I know. Well, we're gonna have 3 people who can heal until Phil leaves us.
1%.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about that too much.
Shots.
I'm already tired as fuck.
That was me today. I was up for 20 hours yesterday. Not fun.
woo!
It's so hard to check the MP3 because there's just like tons and tons of silence in it. I'm like, I need to find some place where I'm talking to figure out whether that.
I mean, just think about when you're recording right off the bat, you'll do like the
Audio
the sign in.
Yeah.
And you were at the end of it, so I mean, you'd probably be waiting like a minute, but
And you're the first one to talk about your character, so.
yeah.
I've had some talking.
Ladies and germs, are we ready to rumble? All right. Then again, I will count down from 3. Then we'll do that shit. And I won't make a 3-second long record.
Lord LeShock.
All right. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, record.
All right.
The shock is recording, and in no specific order. How about Kargan?
Get out of my head, narrator.
Sig?
Welcome back. I'm terrified.
Asheron's call.
Let's get wet.
Do you panic eat?
Bones?
Balacer.
Old
I'm a
Garrick.
Pokemon.
Get on with it.
Oh no.
Who's the boss?
I can't see shit in this storm.
All right, then we are recording. And we are back to part 2 of episode 41, the first session of the new characters, season 3, episode, whatever the hell you want to call it. Because frankly, we haven't quite figured that out ourselves. But more shit. So where we last left off, their new adventurers we're met up and kind of became friends, and then a storm started, and now
we became acquaintances,
really
and then we were brought together by a giant typhoon.
Yes, that is a very good description.
Yeah.
As they entered out to go look to see if they could help anyone, lightning struck, and Olivier was able to see that there is a merchant's car that flipped over and someone trapped underneath it. Olivier, I'm sorry. Oliviosa.
Oliviosa.
Yes, Oliviosa.
Oliviosa.
That's Sir Olivier to you.
Hey,
I'm looking forward to mocking that voice when you get mean to me.
You can't run fast enough, then you can get out of this. So that didn't make any sense, but that's not the point. We gotta go.
All right. So as we're jumping right back into it, Olivier had saw someone there and shouted, "Someone's hurt."
Yes.
I
None of the rest of you can see what on earth he's talking about.
Well, he grabbed me, right?
Yes.
So we're heading over there.
Yeah.
And I guess this is a good time to say that I'm fucking officially changing my character voice. Wait, Olivier, what's going on over there?
Did the lightning hit you? Never mind. There's someone hurt out there.
Well, take me to him.
That's literally what I'm doing right now.
Your character's so good. I love it.
Well, Garrick, I think our journey to your place might have to wait. We should go see what's going on over there first.
I just nod and follow them.
So
and I have to see if there's anyone else coming through.
You guys at the moment really can't see further than a few feet in front of you. This is like a torrential downpour. Any of you can give me nature checks.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, good.
We'll attempt.
My strongest skill. Oh, what the hell?
What the hell?
That's 2 natural 20s tonight, guys.
Oh, good.
I love how also, in addition to this, you're a cleric of nature.
No, you know what's even better than that? If he was at disadvantage, he would have rolled a -1 rather than a 0.
Who says he's not in his own mind?
Wow. So, with your
talking about bones, narrator, calm down.
You've seen this before, boss. Growing up, and you realize this is a city on the coast, and you've spent quite a bit of time on boats. This has all the lookings of a hurricane rolling in.
All right. Well, I can't do anything about that right now. So, task at hand. Let's flip a cart.
That you just officially know how bad it is. Congratulations.
Yeah, you know what? That's the equivalent of being like, oh, here's a storm, and oh, here's a storm that's about to fuck you. That's all that is.
Bosses where fuck senses are tingling.
I'm sorry. That's the difference between a storm and a storm that's going to fuck you.
Yeah. Okay. It's instead of my divine sense, this is my fuck sense, and that is canon.
Are you literally saying this is a shitstorm? If that dumbass lizard was right, I'm gonna be real pissed.
He's right more often than you'd know.
So you guys
truly the savant of our ages.
Follow Olivier through the storm. You are instantly drenched. And there's more bright lightning flashes, and you find your way to. I feel like I just missed something. You find your way to the cart with the alien there, and sure enough, there is. Garrick, you recognize Old Man Henderson's melon cart? No, I'm kidding. It is Old Man Henderson, and it is the cart of the fresh produce that he brings into town from his farm.
My cabbages.
and you see, legs sticking out from under the cart as whatever wind must have instantly flipped it, and has kind of managed to not drag further, but there is blown away bits of produce everywhere.
I'm gonna try and
the cart.
I'm gonna try to at least pick up the cart so they can drag him out.
Same.
Okay.
I'm gonna get ready to grab Old Man Henderson and count down. Everyone lift on 3, 2, 1.
Strength checks.
Balacer would like to see if he's alive.
Man, we're all weak as fuck.
Medicine check, Balacer.
Natural 20.
The
kid
young
from
lad
downtown.
is the strongest alive.
Bring it on home, boys.
It must have been
He's
all
our
these years of
anchor.
masturbation that's giving him super strength.
Forearm strength, though.
My 20 strength wizard was defeated by roll 20 dice.
He is still alive. But his legs are shattered due to the fury of Ulthar's.
Feces. Come on, say it.
The fury of
Ulthar's feces.
bowel movements has prevented this man from making further movement.
So is a hurricane just a giant lizard fart? Is that what's happening now?
Maybe.
Oh God! Don't encourage him.
Balacer would like to lick his face and cure wounds the shit out of him.
That's how he does it. Oh, get him away from me.
So
No.
everyone's like kind of struggling, and Sig just like worms through everyone all of a sudden and gets himself underneath the little bit of the cart that's raised up, and it's like, hey!
How
like
the hell?
Fucking baby power man. Art off.
I'm Tony Hawk.
After they pull Old Man Henderson out, I looked at Sig. You should really lift with your legs and not your back.
Okay.
You should probably.
As you're still kind of underneath the cart a little bit when I say that.
I healed the pastry boy for 9 hit points.
Well, that's not bad.
So yeah, you lick the old man's face, dripping the healing saliva of Ulafar. You guys have heard of healing salves. Well, this is a healing saliva.
I would rather cut your tongue off than touch your tongue.
And you guys, as he runs down, he's like,
Bass, that's gross, right?
I
Like,
did
don't
and-
tell me
make
that's not
Alex
gross.
heal him.
and like glow, and his tongue sticks out, glowing and drips healing saliva all over the face of Old Man Henderson, the farmer. As
he's gonna be Dino from here on out, Bass. I'm not gonna lie.
as you know, he snaps back to consciousness. But while the healing does, of course, for damage, it does not fix the broken bones.
May I get close to him and speak to him? Do I know his legs are broken? Because he hasn't really actually mentioned that either.
You could do a medicine check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do medicine check.
Out. Just drop the cart back on his legs.
It's really hard to tell amongst all of this rain and storm. But his legs definitely don't look good. They are, it's really not that hard to tell. They are bent the fuck out of position.
Yeah.
No. All right, don't move. I'm gonna try to see what I can do to straighten these out, but your legs are pretty much messed up.
We need to get him out of the storm before we try and.
Yeah, we're not moving him until I get these legs fixed. We try and grab him by the legs now, I'm gonna break him even more, and he's gonna be in a ton of pain. So 2 of you try and do what you can with that cart and get me some splints.
Apparently, I'm carrying the weight of this party already. Literally.
I'll see if there's any wood and try to make some splints if I can.
Out of the cart!
I mean, you could real quick give me a woodworking tools because this is actually your.
This is his.
Man.
He was born to do this.
Born to do this, and I'm gonna roll shit anyway.
And he has to roll a Constitution save.
Shit.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
damn.
So yeah, you instantly like look up there and like he won't be happy about this, but you instantly go up there and you take out like your kind of quick just hack through the hand, like parts where you would put over the horse that would have the
yoke.
little bit. The yoke. Thank you. The
bit.
yoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just breaks off both parts of the yoke from each side and quickly, like, just makeshift splints for his legs. And hands them to Olivier. If you want to give me a medicine roll for attempting to put his legs in the proper position.
As
with
an
these splints.
aside, I would like to point out I'm using Roll20. And if there's something that Roll20 and I never get along on, is me having something with proficiency and screwing up. There
And
it is.
it holds true. The one constant in the universe has held once more.
Yeah, but them stats though.
Morgan,
Sure.
you know how to turn off advantage on the top of Roll20?
Yeah, I'll do that later. It's fine.
I mean,
Anyways, it doesn't matter at the moment. So, you fashion them on the best you can in this current situation, which given thought, it should have been a disadvantage anyways. With the storm going on, makeshift tools and everything, you get them on their best you can to hold the legs straight. As you get some extra cloth and wrap them around there, and it will hold for the moment. You can tell that in this situation you weren't able to line the legs up perfectly straight, but it's gonna be enough to be able to transport him without making his life a living hell.
All right, that's good enough. We got to get him out of here.
Mm.
We got to get out of here.
Let's get under his shoulder.
Can I look around to see if there's anybody else out here?
I'm
give me a
constantly looking
perception
around
check.
as well for anyone.
I was gonna do that as well.
Perception.
Oh.
Wait, what?
What? There's just 20s flying fucking everywhere.
Wait.
All right, I'm joining the party, boys.
What the fuck?
Still not bad.
Apparently
not looking
everybody
around.
can see in the storm. No one knows what the storm is but me, but I can't see shit.
I'm getting ready to fireman carry this guy on my own.
I'm underneath one arm as well, but I'm constantly looking around.
This isn't the first time Balasar is seen through feces.
I'm sure it won't be the last.
he's seen some shit.
So yeah, looking around, like, it is really difficult through the storm, but fucking Balasar and Garrick, so you guys, it's easy for everyone to hear the loud crack and snapping noise. As you guys look up, and as the lightning flashes, you see, the Glorious Bombs Scroll and Potion Shop ran by the nice little dwarf Iselhelm Joderhun collapse. Like get blown, like it just pressure from one side causes it just to completely crash in over to the right, collapse on itself. At that moment, you were able to see the door had been open as that dwarf was ushering out his wife and kid with an arm bundle full of stuff, and the wife and kid get out and the house collapses, seemingly with him still inside of it.
Ashron, me and you are taking Henderson back in. Everyone else will join you in a little bit.
What was that noise?
Well, I didn't see shit.
Balasar will be right back as I run towards him.
The potion shop collapsed that direction. Walk 50 feet and you'll be there. There's someone inside.
Follow Bones. He knows where he's headed.
So Garrick and Ashton began carrying Henderson back to the church. As Balasar begins singing through the storm.
Follow.
As you guys get there, and sure enough, you hear a scream, and you see a huddled dwarven woman with a small dwarven child sitting out there, like, no, and trying to pull at rubble and planks or anything, as trying to get her husband out from the collapsed house.
I started throwing rocks. Let's get shit out of here.
All right, give me a strength roll. You see that it's not a complete smushed.
Oh, wait, wrong strength. Sorry. there we go. That's the right strength.
All right.
looking over, you see that. Give me perception checks. Those of you who are there at this place.
You got it.
I imagine right now you have him over the shoulder. I'm just kind of like arms over my head. keep him steady.
You looking at this, like, his Baswell starts to like get stuff out of the way. You think that you can see if someone could worm their way in through the rubble and get to the man. And you look from there, you see that you can see him. He's not far into the rubble, but he is pinned beneath stuff.
Can any of you folks reach him?
I look over at Sig. Little
Sig!
I mean, I guess I could do it.
No, just do it! He's gonna die, idiot!
Less words, more action.
I'm gonna first make I'm gonna use my thieves' tools, if you'll let me get away with this, to make a sturdy, people-sized noose. Like kind of that. Can you see my arms? That about that wide. Say, okay, I could try to loop this around him and like.
You're making a lasso,
so we can pull him out. Yeah, like a lasso.
There you go. Not a noose, a lasso. Okay.
Roll for not tying ability.
It's a life noose.
Thank God rope tricks aren't like a thing anymore. Because goddamn.
So yeah, a lasso.
I'm not going to say that's going to be a. I'll allow this to be to rope into Thieves' Tool at the moment.
You'll
I have rope too.
Okay, so you fasten it the best that you can, and so now if you're going to toss it, I'm going to need a dexterity roll for basically.
Oh no, I'm going to go to him. Like I'm going to go into the rubble.
You just want to make it
loop it around him so we can pull him out.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not even difficult at all.
Nice.
So you prepare that. So then give me a acrobatics roll as you're worming your way through the rubble.
Acrobatics.
Oh my God.
You kind of worm into there and oh lad.
I feel like I want to sing him a motivational song.
As you tie the rope around his waist, like up underneath his arms, you can see that his leg is really wedged in between some of the rubble, but you hear the sound and kind of like looking up as the rain's dripping up through here, you see the shape of Boss Vidal like just lifting heavy pieces of rubble and tossing them to the side. And for a brief moment, it looks like he has picked up a piece and has caused a temporary loss of tension on this poor dwarf. But you hear the rest of the rubble creaking as if it might fall very soon. If you're grabbing this guy out, or if other people are pulling on the rope or what, I need strength checks.
Cool. Pulling rope.
A strength save? Can you give me a strength check?
Sorry.
Wow, sorry.
Looking 420.
Can I help with the strength check?
You're currently pulling stuff off.
Okay.
And so you guys are struggling to get him out of there. He's really kind of wedged in there.
It's a fat little dwarf.
You pull him through out of the rubble, so he's no longer pinned in there. But you guys are both still in the collapsed houses. They're struggling to pull the rope. The wet of the rain making it hard to maintain a good grip on it.
Is there anything I can use as a wedge to try and keep this together?
Give me a Tinker's Tool check.
How soon till we get an extra on her back?
Perception.
You guys are still going over there. This is all happening very quickly.
Okay.
Tinker's Tool.
You immediately think you see some rubble you can use. You spot it. You take some stuff and you kind of just like wedge it into there the best that you can, dropping the rope, and you think it will hold for just one more check and pull here. Try and get this guy out. Gonna need
another set of strength rolls.
Another set of strength rolls.
That's better.
Yes, there it is. Guess what?
The Cargan special.
Yeah, the Cargan fucking surprise. Fucking Bones is the weakest lizard I've ever seen.
I don't know.
I have no.
You pull him over there and get towards the edge of pull out the rubble. I need you to make an acrobatics roll to like weasel your way out while trying to drag this man.
Weaseling, engage.
Oh my God, you're the greatest.
Oh, look! Nothing's changed!
Nat 20, baby.
What? There are so many now 20s this game.
Yo, and can we
You wanted
please
big
also
damn
like
heroes,
if
got
you're
big
rolling
damn
if you're
heroes.
rolling in roll 20, like please say what you're rolling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's 20 acrobatics. So you pull him out there, and suddenly the whole thing begins to collapse. Quickly and deftly, you roll over top of him, squirming out through the rubble, and grab and pull, and the house collapses and falls. You're able to get him most of the way out, but this building still falls and collapses on one of his legs, completely crushing everything below the knee on his left leg. You're able to save the man's life, but his leg is literally pinned in the building now.
Can I try to pull him like the building off him any way I can?
wait.
This is a collapsed building on top of it. Like it is now went from being like mostly crunched over to now being like a pile of
On
rubble.
him.
Yes.
So
His
since
leg,
I, like,
he
grab the rope-
screams out in pain and passes out from the pain.
I immediately use lay on hands, and I'm gonna put 1 point into him to wake him back up.
My leg!
Oh, Beth, he's already in pain. Come on.
So
I'm just like, so I picture that I like grabbed this rope and like dove over a beam to use as a fulcrum, pulled him down and out of the building as hard as I could, and I'm now just like holding on to it, like kicking because my small legs can't reach the ground, but I'm still holding onto this dwarf barely out of the collapsed building.
yes, but now you are no longer hanging as the building has fallen, and so you're just like sitting on the ground holding this rope. Life kind of flashed a bit before your eyes. You see the dwarf is most of the way out, except for his left leg from the knee down. Garrick, Acheron have gotten Old Man Henderson to the place, and as you get him securely in, and Brewer, Hawthorne, and another one of his the acolytes start seeing to him, you guys rush back out in time to hear the last crack. As you run over and see a Sig holding this rope tied to this dwarf, just looking like as Boss Vidal and Olivia are staying over the dwarven shopkeep.
What's the diagnosis?
I think he's okay. Like turn around, like look at him. He's
all except
screaming.
for his leg.
I mean, if you're screaming, you're not dead, right? That checks out.
His life is no longer.
Actually, I can't argue with that diagnosis.
His life is no longer in immediate danger, but you're going to either have to spend a greater amount of time trying to fish his leg out here or amputate to get him to safety.
We head over after getting all
Yeah, you guys arrive to this site.
Oh.
But Balacer proceeds to get some rope out and start like tying around his leg to prepare to cut it.
What is the dwarf's name again?
Isilhelm.
Isilhelm? I kind of like kneel down next to Isilhelm, assuming I've spent some time with him since I've been here, since he is the other arcane, you said, right? The scroll and potion shop.
No, he's actually a entrepreneurial cleric.
Oh, okay.
Can I kneel
Perfect
down
time for
next
him.
to him?
Yeah.
Look, we need to get you and your family out of the storm now. You're gonna have to give up your leg.
But just so remember, guys, you guys are having to shout all of this.
You're gonna have to give up your leg.
Thank you.
And I take out like another like I don't know, a dowel or something, and I like offer it for his mouth.
You would have
look at him.
spare dowel on you.
I'm a woodworking guy.
He passed out from the pain.
I thought he was.
That's right. Chiro woke him up.
Woke him back up.
Chiro woke him up.
He takes it in his mouth and No.
All right, I pull my.
Well,
I pull
everyone's
my
doing that.
longsword
I
out.
walk over and just try yanking on the house, even if it might be fruitful, just because I'm not ready
Mindless.
for this guy to like give up his leg yet.
I'm gonna hold his
Give
hand.
me a strength check. Just
All right.
He just
I want to
opened
help
for
with the
a
strength.
20.
I don't even think it'll work. I just am trying.
It's not bad.
you're like trying to pull the stuff that's like collapsed on top of him, but there's so much weight on top of it. You're just not able to get a good grip. Even as strong as you are.
It's okay.
Draw
We
my
haven't seen it
longsword.
yet.
Balasar brings out his bone dagger.
Oh god!
I don't
I pull
use
out.
a
Do I
dagger.
have?
Are you crazy?
I pull out my longsword and I just say, sorry about this, friend. And I fucking cut his leg off at the knee.
He takes for 1 second. Oh, 1 second! Can he make it?
I mean, if he passes out, I'm putting
No,
one more.
he attempts to concentrate in this storm and in his pain to cast a healing spell upon himself, but fails the concentration, loses the spell, and you hack the leg off and he passes out cold.
I could wake him back up again, but I don't think that's the right decision right now.
I
Take out
attempt to
bandages
stabilize the
and
now
start-
bleeding leg.
I take out bandages and start trying to tie his bandage his wound.
Okay, I need a medicine roll from someone then, whoever's tending to this.
Yo,
While they're doing that, I want to look around.
Oh,
There
yeah.
it is.
Tragedy.
Now this is your realm, Olivier.
Olivier rolled a 22, by the way.
A 22
Yeah,
medicine
22.
check, as you have dealt with many unfortunate amputations before.
this is true.
You bind that up real nice and quick. The cloth you're using to cover the stump quickly soaked in water and blood. But you have stabilized. You have stabilized them.
I'm now
Yeah.
going to attempt to scoop up the dwarf and just like carry him.
Like, it's
Easily.
about 10 pounds lighter, so that seems easy for you.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I usher
It's so
his,
dark.
I am
hope
not
his
known for
family-
my good bedside manner. I'm sorry.
I usher his family in as well.
Okay.
I assume they've been
Alright.
with us the whole time.
oh yeah, the
Forgot
ship
about his
would
family.
would not leave his side.
As they all leave, I just look at the leg and I try to pull it one last time.
Strength roll. No,
You're the weakest.
slippery.
Then,
You have
making sure no one sees, I just try to eat what's there.
Dude,
No! No!
you better do a stealth roll on that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a sleight of hand.
Slide of
Can I do a perception?
No,
Oh,
okay, you
I
don't
don't
have
need
to. He's like tugs on the leg, kind of like in the rain.
I
looks
slap
around and
him.
goes,
I slap him on the back of
Snout.
the head with my sword. I'm just like, hey, you dragon man, lizard boy, whatever the fuck you are, what the hell are you doing?
Need to savor it. He might need resources
Get
for
get the
himself
fuck
later.
get the fuck out of here.
He needs food when he awakes.
I just kick him away from it.
Well,
Oh,
Ash,
God.
we'll talk about it once the storm is done.
We gotta find if everybody else that made it out okay.
So Asheron, you struggling with the wind is getting harder and harder now, but you are a big, strong dragonborn. Well, okay, you're big by most people's standards, but you know you're. As you bring him over into there and rear off from like, oh my god, and you see a few more people have made it in here, but you quickly deposit them and head back out into the storm with the rest of your compatriots.
Squad.
Squad. Nat 20 squad goals.
Or the hurricane squad.
Any
The storm squad.
storm
Our
squad.
sports team would be the Elmshire Hurricanes.
I was going to say with Elm Squad.
The Elmshire Hurricanes. Oh, that's so fucked.
After leading his family, do I see anyone that I recognize from the outskirts of the village?
Yeah, you see a few people. You don't see the people that you're looking for.
Okay. And now I'm worried.
I beg your pardon.
But you see some more people have made it in. Probably at this point, about half of the population in the area has made it in. But you are instinctively worried about your house.
I look around in the storm, seeing if there's anyone else who seems to be coming in or any situations that need our immediate attention.
Most people have gotten in with minor injuries. And
is an amputated leg a minor or major injury?
That's a major one.
Sure.
Hence, most people.
Just trying to get a gauge here on the scale of like concussion to severed leg to death.
No, the people that are at the most risk are going to be ones that stayed in their homes too long or have had the furthest to travel.
We're looking at you, Florida.
Hey, no. Poor Florida.
So you guys quickly move there, and it is at this point your movement is definitely hampered. You're moving at half of your speed. You can barely see everything in front of you with the rain coming down, pouring from all ends.
All right, we got to get inside.
I need to go to my house. There's a few kids there.
I'm sorry, what?
A few kids there. They should have made it in at this point.
I grab him by the shoulders. Why didn't you say that before?
Because there were more immediate situations, and they're smart.
There are 6 of us. We can divide and conquer. I mean, well, we divided the door, but that's not the point. We gotta go.
Now, yeah. Trust me, I know.
You divided the dwarf.
Thank you for announcing that.
So I'm assuming I took my life noose back from the dwarf torso.
Your life noose. That is the best description.
Yes, you got your rope back.
And I'm actually, with the increasing severity of the storm, am gonna kind of look at Boss and like discreetly, like he's gonna notice, but try to discreetly tie myself off to his belt because I'm afraid I might fly away.
If I noticed that, I'd help tie it to him. It's all right, little man. I've got you.
Just.
I've got my pride, but I'm also very honest with myself here.
How far away is Elmshire and the ruined city where my people are?
They're probably just shy of a normal hour's walk.
Oh yeah, you're not making it.
How long do I think this weather's gonna last?
Give me a nature roll.
Yeah, roll a shitstorm roll, Phil.
I would know how long. I would know how long it's gonna last, though, right?
You know that something like this is probably going to last a few hours.
Whoa.
There's no telling.
For everyone who's looking, Phil just rolled a 5.
Yes, yeah. Phil rolled a 5 on his nature check.
Fine, I goddamn cast Druid cast. Crap.
Oh,
Druid craft.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how long the storm's gonna last.
You create tiny homesteads that predicts the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours. Wow, really? Huh? I didn't notice that part about it. It's gonna be storm for a long time. Olafar. Whatever Olafar's shitting upon you, he must have eaten something nasty beforehand.
Spicy jalapenos.
It's fish tacos made of the fish that you threw in the bar.
Taco Tuesdays followed by Hurricane Wednesdays. Come over and step in Elmshire.
Yes. All that you can gather is that truly, Olafar ate something awful.
Balasair will look at Acheron. I must go to my people. Lead the small people and guide the chosen one.
He's gonna kill himself.
Yeah, Bones is more capable than you might give him credit for. Garrick, I will take you to your place and we'll find the children.
Bones, help us with this, and then we'll help your people. 6 is better than 1.
How many kids you got?
5.
Oh my god.
Damn.
No wonder you look so decrepit. You've been fun all day.
They're not mine.
At this point, is Sig lifted off the ground, and am I using him as like a kite?
Not quite.
Do I need to roll a con roll to survive, like being on the ground?
How much do you weigh?
I mean, I'm 14, so I probably am.
Like 130 pounds?
Yeah, like 130, 140.
Hot damn.
No, but you feel more secure being attached to the elf.
The chain well helps weigh me down. Elves don't weigh that much.
Let's say the armor was definitely what my concern.
Whatever Bones is gonna do, Garrick, we need to make haste.
Yeah.
And I start heading off.
Help you, and I walk off following Asheron.
Okay. So Bones begins to make his way towards his people.
Yep.
As the rest of the group hurries on, pushing through the storm on their way to old Garrick's shack. It takes you about an hour to get there, pushing through the storm. Everyone give me perception checks as you're pushing through.
Uh-oh.
All right.
There we go.
Hey, the second nat one.
Oh, good. It's not just me.
I have notoriously the same luck that you have, Kargan, in my other games, so we're gonna double down on it now.
Oh,
I got the highest roll, and I got a
fail, bro.
19. Yes.
Pushing your way through, the lightning crashing. You hear a familiar sound and see a familiar sight that actually wells your heart with a little bit of hope. Olivier and Boss, the lightning flashes and you hear this loud roar, and looking up, you see a dragon flying over top of you, and swooping down and towards where in the distance you can see the shack and landing next to it.
Is that Bones? Y'all didn't tell me Bones also a dragon.
I just start sprinting.
I chuckle at Olivia. Bones is no.
Do
dragon.
did I notice anything about the dragon? Did I notice its color?
Yeah, the lightning flashed off its copper scales.
Okay, and I would know that it's not a bad dragon necessarily then.
Most metallics tend to be very benevolent.
I look at you two who probably have at least a somewhat bewildered look, or three, about the dragon, and say that is Zax. He's kind of a protector of Elmshire, and is one of the reasons why the people can live here so peacefully today.
Well, from the stories I've heard, it's always good to have a dragon on your side.
He's not very gigantic. He's probably about 12 feet tall. He's still a young dragon.
He's bigger than a horse.
Yes, he's definitely bigger than a horse. Probably like an elephant. Let's go with an elephant. It's probably a good
That's
gauge.
still fucking
Like a benchmark, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
as big as a house.
My house.
Yeah. So he basically lands there, and he as you guys are sprinting up there, and you see this dragon has like extended its wing, and these 5 small youths, as it's kind of crawling forward with a wing out, sheltering these kids from the storm, as it starts to lead them towards you guys. As Garrick runs up and starts to see the kids closer, you see the wind pushes and you hear a loud crack, and a tree comes flying and smashes right into the dragon's wing. He takes his claw and pushes the kids out of the way as the tree falls, and you guys hear this horrendous snap as the tree falls, and you watch the wing bend and get pinned beneath the fallen elm tree. Like its entire trunk just fall over, and the dragon roars out in pain.
I go to help the dragon.
Yeah, that would be my cue to rush over there.
I check the.
Time to help the dragon.
Oh yeah, the kids run up to you and all group hug you.
Garrick, Garrick, get them back to the church as fast as you can.
I look towards the dragon, and I look towards them. What do you want to do? I look towards all of them. Help Zax.
Get them to safety. Get them to safety. The dragon shouts. I'll be okay. Ow.
I look towards the kids again. We help Zax. We go to the church.
They just are they're deferring to you.
There's no time to debate this. Get them to safety. We'll take care of the dragon.
I mean, while this is happening, I'm trying to lift this fucking tree off the dragon's arm.
Okay.
I will.
I am here whether I want to be or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've never seen a dragon before, Sig. And now
I am impressed.
You are now face to face with one that, as Boss, Olivier, and Ashron are all trying to help push this fallen tree.
I look towards the kids and say, "We help Zax," and then we get to safety.
They're deferring to you.
So we all go to the tree and try to help lift.
Okay. I need strength checks.
Oh,
that's good. 17, 24, 12, 8, 7.
This is declining. Yeah, Ashron, inspired by your need to wait. Oh.
For the kids.
Touche. Ashron, inspired by your want to help this dragon, this noble beast that is the only thing that's better than you. You guys go there and you quickly get, are able to roll the tree off of its wing, still causing it more pain. As you do free, thank you. And it lifts his wing.
I touch its wing and immediately pour the rest of my lay on hands into it.
The skin looks healthier, but the bone is still bent and broken. The healing, of course, takes away a lot of the hurt.
Right.
It doesn't rematch the bone.
I don't have enough bandages to fix that.
Oh, I'll be all right. I can walk with you guys. I just can't fly.
Oh. Gave me a fright there, Zax.
Can we get out of this fucking storm?
Yeah. Friendly banter aside, we gotta get out of here for the fourth time.
So,
I grab a kid and I just pick him up and put him on my back like a fucking backpack. Like piggyback all the way. And just start heading back.
Sig begrudgingly trying to keep up.
I got the rest of them close. We start off with a light jog.
There's
especially little George, who's 3 years old.
A light jog is not happening.
Oh, okay.
Not like you will, if you try and hurt that much, the wind in the rain is just going to knock you on your ass. And these kids are struggling.
I'm carrying George.
I'm gonna follow in herd until we get back to exactly the town line, the main town line, somewhere in this area. Mm-hmm. And then I'll kind of look to Garrick and be like, I'm going after Bones.
I'll join you. I'll show the others the way. You know the path.
So once they get to where the church is maybe not in eyesight because the storm's still pretty thick, I'm gonna take off and start heading towards the lizard village.
The rest of you deposit the kids safely. Zax actually manages to. He hunkers down next to the church, trying to take whatever bit of shelter that he can there.
I go to the oldest one of the kids, whose name is Sam. See what the others need before asking anyone else what you can do to help. Take care of them.
Sam stiffens up, again, used to being the responsible one. All right, Garrick, I'm on it.
Mm-hmm. I leave her with the others and then go and then look towards the other members of the party. I'll show you the way to Bones' tribe.
Is there anyone else in town that's unaccounted for first?
Give me a perception check, Garrick. You know the town.
These are your people.
I rolled a 23. Is there anyone who is unaccounted for?
Looking over and knowing everyone here, the only person that you don't see accounted for, because you see sheriff, is actually the town elder Serently. who, if you know him, has probably been out doing the same thing that you are doing.
Only person not here is Saren Lee, and he's been doing the same thing as us. I think it's in the best interest of the town to go and check on Bones' tribe.
This storm is going to last for hours. How far away is this tribe?
Hours walk in good conditions.
The hurricane will be.
The hurricane will be hard. If that tribe perishes, then the town will be worse for it.
We won't get there until the hurricane's done anyway.
And I own Bones and Asheron. They've helped me. I'll help them.
There's got to be an easier way to get there than going through that storm.
Not with the dragon injured. We walk now. And I set off towards the door and kind of wait there for like another couple minutes.
How disapprovingly do you look at them while you're waiting?
I'm just not disapprovingly, but just kind of resigned.
So it's about this moment that as you're getting ready to go out there, the cellar door, the cellar stairs of the church, kind of the door to him kind of comes open as you watch several lizard men start coming up from the cellar, piling into the room.
Oh shit!
Do I recognize them?
Of course, they're the tribe, the green scales.
Okay, there's the green scales.
In fact, you look to see the whole tribe coming out of there.
Is that them? Is this who we're going to go see?
I look for Jank then.
I'm sorry, for who?
The hammer, the ruler of the lizard folk tribe.
Oh yes, the largest. Yeah, just making sure.
What was his name again?
Hammer,
Jank.
but Jank is his lizard
Old
name.
Hammer Jenkins.
People would know him as Hammer. Yeah, he's a large, burly, green-scaled lizard man covered in scars with this gigantic, basically like tree branch with a huge rock tied around it.
Hey, boss, you want to fight that one?
I walk up to him.
Garrick.
Hammer.
He nods.
When did you get in?
We came by the tunnels.
Yep. The idiot forgot about the tunnels. I told you. No one wants to listen to me. Don't follow the idiot into the hurricane.
You made tunnels.
Intelligence of 4.
I just go like grab Garrick. I'm like, all right, is this the appropriate time to go and find your village elder?
We have two options. We find the village elder, or we find Bones.
So Saren Lee comes up trailing at the end of the lizard men.
Oh.
I nod towards
he went there first.
Good shit.
Man, how fucking ideal is this?
Oh.
Would I know that the cellar is probably the best place for everybody to be right now?
I mean, potentially. The rest of the building is seemingly holding up fine. This is strong, sturdy stone.
I mean, a tree fell through earlier, so
through the stained glass window.
Okay.
Ass.
I'm going to get Bones then.
So now at this point, yeah, everyone seems to be accounted for. Some people are injured, but no one seems to be
Fucking
dead.
Where the fuck is everyone?
It's about the time that you're arriving at the ruins that you guys inhabit. There's no one there.
Just a note that says used tunnel have like as if they knew.
But he can't read, so it wouldn't matter.
Give me a perception check.
That makes it even
Bones.
funnier, Chira.
Oh god.
Bones, give me a perception 18.
Oh wow.
He's got high wisdom.
And
But why?
as you are looking around for any sign of your people, when you come across that the blessed rock of Ulithar has been moved aside, and there behind it is a glorious tunnel.
The tunnel Ulithar.
You're supposed to be a shaman? You're supposed to guide your people?
It's a work in progress.
But actually...
Yeah, they really need the mountain back.
Fuck. As I walk, not into the tunnel, but into the storm again, into town.
You're recalling moments where when the mountain was your mentor before she disappeared and told you to beware of the Ulithar's way. It is a sacred thing, showing Ulithar's bond with the people of the village, connecting them, but that you should never go alone, for it is dark and long, and you could get lost.
It's as if the mountain knew. It's as if the mountain knew.
I try lighting a torch, and I fail.
Don't you have dark? Yeah,
No, we don't.
No. There you go. It's actually under where you are. It's still kind of dry. There are torches that are still lit, hanging up in here.
I take one, try to feel how warm it is.
Very warm. The fire is hot.
All right.
And you're learning so many things today.
The pizza is aggressive.
Aggressive.
I kind of like put the torch on like my bare like mouth, just so I'm not holding it as I just run back to the village.
In the storm.
Yeah.
The torch goes out right away. About halfway there, you run into Acheron.
I love how your fucking leader, the mountain, whatever, basically spelled out that you should use the buddy system so that you specifically don't get lost.
Yes. Yes to that.
Well, I honestly thought that Acheron was going to be coming, or eventually someone was going to come. So
Ulithar works in mysterious ways. Okay, he blesses who he blesses.
Oh God, the timing! As you're pushing through the storm, another the hour of travel goes on. You're pushing through, and it seems to maybe be lightening up finally. And there, as the rain dies and the clouds part, silhouetted in sunlight going through the clouds, is Acheron walking towards you.
The eye of the fucking storm.
All around you, you see the storm, except for where you are.
So fucking stupid.
The butthole of the lizard god.
You guys are yes, you have entered Ulfar's sphincter.
I'm kind of like looking around. I see Bones. Bones, is that you? That was a terrible, different voice.
do you see this, chosen one?
The goatees of the hurricane.
This break in the storm, you mean?
This is a sign by Ulithar himself that you will lead our people, not I.
Well, speaking of your people, where are they?
Ulithar has guided them back.
They're in the village
to the
already.
chosen land, your land.
Oh, they already made it. That's quite a ways.
Let us depart as I gaze upon your scales.
God damn it! God damn it!
Bones, I'm glad you made it out okay. And I turn around, and I guess we'll brace ourselves to get wet again and head back out of the eye and into the storm.
While they're doing this,
is the eye moving the same direction as we are, or the opposite direction?
It's kind of, it would be moving neither. Like you guys are going between north and south, and it's going from east to west.
Okay.
But while they're doing this, I want to grab Olivier and be like, "Hey, Olivier, Do you want to go see if we can help that dragon out?
Yeah, I can take a look at it. I don't know. My skills don't work much on Dragon King, but I can give it a go.
So at this point, in the eye of the storm, as it calms down for a bit, Cheer, you understand that you guys have a window before it kicks back up again. You guys rush out, and yeah, Zach's sitting there, his good wing kind of up over his head, just looking miserable.
Hey, you okay, big giant dragon?
My wing's broken. Is everyone okay?
Everyone seems to be okay and accounted for. I'm going to take a look at your wing. I'm going to see what I can do about mending it. No promises, though.
I'm Zax, by the way.
Ah, right. I'm Olivier.
Zax for short. Zachyconephalus savatohoris.
I will commit that name to memory.
More or less. I remember when I wrote that out.
Yeah, that's on you, narrator, not me.
He, moves away. He kind of hunkered against the building, leaning with his hurt wing kind of between him and it, and he sits out there and it extends it feebly towards you.
All right, let's see what I can do about stabilizing it, so at least you've got some sort of support, so you're not dealing with this hurt wing for the rest of the storm.
Give me your medicine roll.
Medicine.
Oh,
not terrible.
17. Okay. You look over and think, okay, it's bone. There's just multiple of them. What you would just basically need is one really kind of large and wide splint.
Sure, get that branch that was in the house that broke the window.
I have to ask again, who the fuck is Chira?
God damn it! This is going to be going on for a long ass time. It's hard to forget. Can you go in and get that big birch branch?
That's all right. I head inside and I grab Garrick because he's the wood boy, and I say, the woodman. He's the true woodman of the town. I Garrick, we need a splint for the dragon.
I'll see what I can do. How much time do we have before the storm?
Not much. We're in the eye right now, so we have a small window to do what we can. But as soon as that's over with, it's gonna be hard to make any difference.
Bass, get the branch that came into the house in the first place.
All right, I help him with the branch then.
All right, Bass and Garrick come out of the church carrying the large branch. Boss, my bad.
You did the right, motherfucker.
Give me a woodworking tool to try and make this into the best splint that you can, Garrick. At disadvantage because the speed you're working on.
Okay.
Oh, that would have been a nat 20.
Yeah.
You're hustling, but you get into the pieces there and using a lot of rope and some cloth.
I mean, I have 50 feet of rope you can use too.
Yeah, you guys make a makeshift splint for a dragon's wing. Something that none of you have ever done before.
Oh, look, that's first time for everything.
And you recognize that
the dragon.
That this is going to need time to heal or a more powerful healing magic. We would be looking at like a lesser restoration spell to heal some broken bones.
Yeah, I don't have that, so let's just use the splint for now.
I'm mostly just stating that for narrative purpose.
I rolled a 12, by the way, for my woodworking roll.
Yes.
Splint.
Oh, right.
We're slacking on that today, man. Jesus. So during this time of about not even a full hour of being in the eye of the storm, Acheron and Bones make it back to and take advantage of that calm and hustle back to town the rest of the way. They get there just as the storm is starting to hit back on, as the whole town and Lizardman tribe hunker down inside the Church of Cogs for the remainder of the storm. As the building holds out.
I would like to sit outside with Zax during the storm.
I actually wanted to do the same thing as well.
Okay, he shelters you both with his good wing.
I'll be inside with the kids.
Balasar will be casting mending on various things. Except for glass. Fuck glass.
All right. Y'all got a place I can go freshen up real quick.
All the rooms are currently occupied with the more seriously wounded. But he kind of like looks and shrugs at the moment. If you're needing the rest, though, you can go back into. If you go back into the back of
Back into the back.
If you go into essentially the office, that's the priest, my study. There could probably be a corner there you can get some privacy.
I guess that'll do. Thank you.
So with Boss and Asheron weathering out the storm, keeping Zach's company, who is mostly just, miserable. The storm doesn't really affect him that much. I mean, he's a fucking dragon.
Right.
But he's still wet and not as comfortable as he's used to, and his wing hurts really badly. Passes through into the night. Eventually, you're even able to get some sleep. And you wake up, the storm has passed. As the town and tribe emerge from there with the raising of the early morning sun, you begin to see the damage that has been done to Elmshire. Most of the buildings are leveled. The streets are, I don't want to say flooded, but there is a lot of standing water. You can only guess what the outlying farms are like. A lot of people are injured, most minorly. Most came out of the scrap just fine. But a couple, such as the scroll shop owner, Islahelm, now his left leg is cut off from about the shin down, and old man Hendrix has got broken legs, but he'll be okay. But beyond that, everyone's made it. It's going to take some hard work to get the town back together, and its guardian dragon is injured.
Well, whenever we enter a town, it gets blown up. I realize it's not our fault this time, but come on.
I would like to walk up to old Garrick.
I'm just sitting with the kids around me.
Woody, I would like to apologize from before. Your hatchlings, they are of great importance to you, are they not? You must understand, while I need to prioritize what is important for the safety of my people and yours, while little ones don't offer up much aid other than, well, shields. No offense.
Oh my god.
You have your family, I have mine, but Bones.
Yes, Woody.
I'm trying to think of a way to put this in terms you'd understand. If we're thinking of the use of things, some things aren't perfect as they are. They need time before they can become their true potential. And you protect these things till they can become at their full worth. And I kind of hold all of them a little bit closer.
The little one holding the smallest one. I believe you said it's what? George, four? Three.
Damn.
Holding his.
Alora is the next one. She's 4. So there's
holding his little lizard man doll.
No, I was gonna say holding his little toy reaches out and with its little basically wooden rattle or type deal and bonks Bones on the nose with it.
He will be a fighter one day.
I'm sure.
There's that wisdom. Get in.
As I just look at the baby, I just give her or him a lick, and I just walk away.
Wait, Trisha, old Garrick is like the chaperone at the high school prom. You want to grind, but he just sips punch, guilt tripping you with his eyes.
He's very serious, man.
I hand the youngest one to Arthur, who's the second oldest. He's 10. And I look towards him and Sam. They take care of them. I'm going to check on Zach's outside.
So you guys go out there, and Zax is stretching now, enjoying the sun, and feeling out his wing.
You did a good thing last night, Zax.
I know.
I told you you could do so much for everybody. That was just a small bit of what I've been talking to you about how you can make things better in this world.
I get it, Asheron. You think I'm great.
It's not something I think, Zax. It's something I know.
Oh, God, persuasion roll.
I want to come out at this point, and if I can, he's right.
I rolled a 17.
Okay. I mean, I'd still been stuck out there if that branch stuck on my wing if it wasn't for you guys. I'm going to head back to my tower. Well, not so much a tower. We're going to go back to... He kind of gets this wistful look in his eyes. Back to Garrett's old place. Northeast of here.
Oh. Break my heart, damn.
Last thing I'll tell you, Zax, is your wing may be hurt, but strength is something you'll grow into. Heart is something you're born with.
Just jack him off, why don't you?
So people will need some immediate help here. I need to rest, though. Why don't you come by this evening? Something I think I want to talk to you all about.
All right.
Nod.
So the rest of the day mostly passes with people just trying to assess what damage has been done, what can be salvaged, what's going to have to be rebuilt. Garrick,
no, go on.
Oh, okay.
I'm making a mental note of everything that needs to be worked out.
Yes, your expertise is going to be real and handy in the reconstruction of all of this here. The big thing that comes as a concern to your mind, and even to a little bit even to Balasar's, is if word gets out that the dragon is injured, opportunists out there might take upon that to hit the town while it's weak. Balasar, you know, more as like a instinctual, territorial type thing that the tribe is exposed.
Mm-hmm.
The strongest is hurt. The others might strike. Ooh, spooky.
No, Garrick's thinking that as well. It's part of the reason why I wanted to help get Zax out of the storm and not leave him there.
So you guys spend the day basically helping assess the damage and getting some temporary things set up. With a little bit of work and some time, everyone will be able to rebuild. It'll take some clearing out of the places to find what they can find in each person's rubble. But Elmshire will persevere like it has. That evening, as you guys spend the day helping people, just getting the whole basics things set up, some tents dug out, other things, temporary shelters, you make your way up towards to the northeast, to up where at the start of these rolling hills there's a not giant estate but a very decent sized house, built to kind of look like a small tower, and nestled atop of it you see Zax overlooking, watching you guys come up there. He kind of crawls down from the top and greets you and says, I want to thank you guys for helping me and for helping the town. It's the first real place that I ever felt I was home after I was hatched in this weird place. And Lee took me out here and we settled and watched this place grow. So it means a lot to me. And I want to ask you guys, if I know some of you aren't even from here, but if you can help them rebuild and keep the place safe until I'm recovered. It's going to take a while before I can fly again. But I know that Garrett would be really thankful for you guys doing this. So I think it's only right that that we reward you. And he stretches out his hand and puts out in front, because this was Garrett's, and it is a great sword.
Oh shit!
I'm not certain which of you can or put it to use, but this, if you would accept this gift and this charge for now, at least until I'm up and going. Either I need time or I need a more powerful healer than the town has to offer.
I look over to Olivia and I'm like, well, we're in no rush to make it to Ossium Hastum, are we?
No, not really. I can probably lie low. I mean, help out around here. Help out. Yeah.
Zax, if it's not much to ask, how long until you're healed?
I don't. I know that dragons are supposed to be all knowing and stuff, but I'm not a doctor.
I could probably make habitual visits to make sure it's all healed properly and whatnot.
That would be appreciated.
I'll pick up the greatsword from the ground as well, and not like necessarily take it, but just like I'm holding it kind of as if we're on a platter, and like I think we will accept this gift, Zax, and we'll accept your task.
Actually, let me see. Is the greatsword actually the right one?
I'm pretty sure he had a great.
They had a falchion, but they're not.
Oh, the falchion!
Oh my God. Okay.
I miss that campaign. Crushed a bunch of people with a tower. A lot of people.
But there are no falchions in this. So
Falchion would be a one-handed sword.
Wait a minute. How come you always have to kill like a bunch of people unknowingly with some sort of contraption or contrived item?
Yeah, actually, so what I'm going to say for this purpose, just because translation thing, yeah, it's a scimitar. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now people can fight over it because people would actually, there are multiple people that could use a scimitar.
I mean,
Shock, what's the city to the north?
The city to the north?
Yeah.
North town.
Well, I know there's Ossium Hastum, which is across the ocean, but then across
it's Grolus in the north, right?
That is what was Grolus.
Okay, what was? Never mind then.
It's less of a city now and more a collection of warring, angry tribes.
Okay.
Right.
Woof.
Grolus was a large city that was ruled over by essentially
Assholes.
powerful asshole mage lords that bred people as slaves and captives to be soldiers and fighters and gladiators. Well, when their literal magic floating personal islands came crashing down, those slaves revolted, and it has become a very it's one of those almost pseudo, like almost cliche like areas of warring tribes that fight each other. What's that?
Draconia, Critical Role. I'm just being a bitch.
No, that's not Draconia. Think like Rome falling apart and turning into a bunch of like warring tribes.
Except the hierarchy, except the noblemen, except all the political leaders, then lived in a tower in the sky.
How long would it take to get to Ossium Hastum?
You would just need to have a boat, and it'd just take a few days by boat, but nothing crazy.
The only reason why the grayscales are not attacking is because of this dragon. If that catches wind, well, we are doomed.
Yeah, we fake it. I mean, come on, it can't be that hard. Just make him look like he's super strong and powerful and have him fly around fakely or whatever.
There is an option. 2 options. We stay and help rebuild and help defend this place if anyone finds out. Or we journey to Ossium Hastum and find someone who could heal Zax quickly.
I am of the
If we're
same
talking a
mind.
week. If it takes a week, then like they'll surely come.
A week where they need to find out. They need to find out and then attack. And the lizard folk by themselves, it's not going to be a quick endeavor to take this town.
The Grayscales are a much larger and stronger tribe. They actually outnumber the city's population with the Greenscales. That's why
I've got enough bolts. Let's go.
The only reason, if the moment that dragon departs, they will see him leave. It will be better if we depart ourselves and find Metic.
We need to move quickly.
Bones, do you think the Grayscales will come poking around after a storm like this, looking for things they may be able to loot?
They will see how weak we are, for sure. But unless they don't know anything about the dragon, I think, at least, that they will not come.
Hang on. I have an idea. It might not be the best idea, but it's an idea.
Oh, God.
What if we find the Grayscales and hit them first?
No.
If we take out their strongest, then they surely won't attack.
No. That invites retaliation.
If
Right
their
now-
strongest is dead, if we take out their strongest, they're not going to touch us.
They outnumber us 2, maybe 3 to 1. And that's with warriors.
You do not know our culture, young
I don't know
pretty
enough about
boy.
the situation here. If they stayed off because the dragon would help defend us, what happens when the dragon's gone? They would overwhelm us.
If you take off the head of our king, our leader, another one will rise, and then another.
The lizard folk are like a hydra.
A what?
Get a new head.
Bones, a many-headed snake. Cut off one head and...
There's no such thing, stupid.
Someday when you're my age, you'll know.
So, with the group deciding what they will do, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this first session here tonight.
Alright.
With the party having basically made themselves the heroes of Elmshire at the moment.
We saved some kids. We cut off a dude's leg. We broke the legs of a different guy. Fuck it. We did great
His
tonight,
legs were
guys.
already broken. His legs were already broken.
We
You
didn't
just
help.
you
Elm
sa-
Squad out.
You
Yep.
saved lives.
Yeah. Also, for everyone, those kids were my secret, so nothing else to know about my character.
So wait, you had secret children?
Not secret children. He's just caring for all the village orphans, basically.
Okay, because that can go from like aw to oh.
No.
You have Papa John's, Kargan. Oh my god.
Kargan's got secret pizza.
Oh, so jealous.
So go ahead. We can go ahead and stop the recording at this point. Oh, what's the new playable race, Latino? It's the plant folks that were the children of the Bardener.
He keeps asking about Tauren or Minotaurs, and I was confused.
I don't know
is that part? This is episode 41, part 2.
Yes, I don't know what he's talking about with that. I don't. Lizard folk and I don't know what the and is. Lizard folk are out in Volos.
Volo's Guide for Monsters.
Monsters. Yeah, there's a lot of other playable races out there.
Monster and Volo Guide.
Minotaurs, I believe, are one too.
They're in the
Unearthed Arcana. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like what is going on with D&D options altogether? There's a lot.
They released a lot of stuff for playtesting, and then their actual printed material is kind of limited. But
yes, because they go through everything. They release as playtesting, and after they go through it, then it will release later in some finished published book. It's like everything that was in Curse of Strahd, for example, and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So, did we level up?
Why are you so obsessed every single time? Just
I was going to ask
relax.
if he didn't, but
just relax. We're in no rush.
I am always in a rush.
I like how this is going. Even if we don't level up, I like where this is going in the character interaction.
Nice subtle ask.
You also have to keep in mind
not.
there's no rush in leveling up too, especially if he's doling out, if he's doling out feats and whatnot by doing good shit. It's like you level up by doing things, and not necessarily by just playing.
So how?
Goddamn question.
Phil asks. Phil asks us there every session. Every single session.
Phil asks it if you sit up from your chair.
Also, Shock, just to have a number, because I think me and Bones would know. What is the numbers of? Like you said, they outnumber our town with the lizard folk.
Bones would not know a number because he literally wouldn't count that. He knows they are a greater force. You've never seen the grayscales, but you know that the grayscales were the ones that drove the greenscales from their home, and that's why they came and settled near Elmshire.
So my number of saying they're like 2 to 1, maybe even 3 to 1 to us.
Phil, does your character have a turtle shell shield?
Yes, he does.
I hate this.
Do you have a folder that you want us to upload stuff into?
I'm out, guys. Good night.
Bye, dude.
Hey, buddy.
Adios.
Later.
Blue scales, green scales, whatever. They're hues. Let me make that folder. He is the one blue shaman. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm making that folder right now.
Nice.
I almost got that nat 20 too on the woodworking tools.
Oh.
I like that I actually can use that now. Thanks, LaShock, for that.
Yeah. So it just I had this inspired idea that for this first run would, instead of being the atypical first session, like, oh, bandits, oh, goblins, oh, skeletons, like, no, let's fight a fucking hurricane.
That'll do it.
Can't kill what you can't see.
Let's roll a bunch of 3s on strength
we
checks.
could see it. It was everywhere.
Take this, adventurers, kill the weather. Fuck you.
Control weather.
You guys want to be big damn heroes? Here's something you can't defeat.
All right, boys.
The only casualty was 1 foot. I think we did pretty good.
No, you saved lives, legit.
I like this character already. It's gonna be fun.
My voice was all over the place today, but otherwise this was very fun for my first session.
Yeah, this was everyone got real deep in the characters for a first fucking session.
I'm sorry I upped the ante with fucking backwoods.
Don't be sorry. You did
with Cled the Gunslinger.
Cled the Gunslinger.
All right, I'm gonna stop the recording, everyone. I guess we will maybe see you next week or 2 weeks. I don't know.
No, next week. I'm in for next week. Yeah,
I am too. LaShock.
Episode 41.
A couple things, just since I want to be sure.